It's Pete here with the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com YouTube channel, your source for information on stimulus packages, business help, and tech tips. Please consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching. So here's information on the stimulus check that they are stating. The stimulus check is expected to be exactly like the first one. That's what they're proposing now. I know they made a couple adjustments and were stating they were going to reduce it or change it. But if you don't remember the first stimulus check, it's $1,200 if you're making under $100 or $75,000, and for a couple, that would be $2,400 if you make under $150,000. So they plan to pass this before the end of the month as far as the CARES Act 2. And they said they plan to have those direct payments out middle to the end of August. So that would offer the direct payments that they're hoping. Want to keep in mind, for a lot of people, that's not enough money to help pay bills or rent. But that's what they're offering. Steve Mnuchin also said that the majority's in favor of the direct payments and not the payroll tax cut, even though Trump believes the payroll tax cut is a good growth policy. Many of the senators and House reps believe that it's a slower growth policy, and that's why they wanted the direct payments to give it a boost. Doesn't mean that they can't introduce the payroll tax cut in the future, just means more than likely it is not going to be with the current CARES Act 2. So Senator Mark Rubio also stated that they will extend the Paycheck Protection Program. If you did watch my other videos, I explained that they were probably going to do that. Keep in mind, that is easy for them to extend a program they already have. With the extension of the Paycheck Protection Program, what they said is they're going to make it under 300 employees. And if you already got one Paycheck Protection Program loan, you will actually qualify for a second one. And keep in mind, if you watch my other videos, they actually state that this is forgivable. So even though they're not calling it a grant, as long as you use it for payroll and required business expenses, it would be forgiven. Basically, what they want is they want people to hire, train, and protect employees. So they're going to have protections in place to support businesses to do that. They didn't say what type of funding or how much, but they want to get the economy back in operation by getting people back to work and having businesses be open. They also are going to have liability protections for business owners, patients, and employees from lawsuits. There's already been a couple lawsuits as far as businesses are concerned, but you got to realize somebody can go into a business and say they got the coronavirus there. It's so difficult to say, and that's why there's going to be liability protections in the new CARES Act. That's a definite. So you don't have to worry about that. They're proposing $105 billion for education. The education will be used for protecting students, teachers, and staff for the coronavirus, probably education too, as far as helping them maintain the education system. But primarily because a lot of people are worried about it, and getting all the protective equipment and setting everything up is probably going to be very expensive. So the vast majority of the House reps and the senators are in favor of providing funding to the CDC for more testing and vaccines. What's going to be a little bit different is the vaccines and testing are actually supposed to be free for anybody who would like to get tested or get the vaccine. The only thing is the hospital or the administrator of the vaccine can have a surcharge and charge you a fee for that service. So here is my shameless plug. Please hit like and share if what I'm sharing is being helpful to you. That lets me know that you're still watching, and also that I'm providing good content. And if you're not a subscriber, hit subscribe and the notification bell. I always do my best to provide honest information, and I know a lot of other channels, they're pure clickbait, but for some reason they get a lot of views because they put false information like $2,000 a week stimulus approved. Of course, you're telling people something that's 100% false to get them to subscribe and watch your videos, but it really does you no good to get information like that. I know they're not, well, they are lying, but they aren't basically telling the truth. even though people are proposing stuff like this, it's never going to pass. So I do my best to provide honest information. It's not always exciting, but at least you're getting the truth. So hopefully you like that and you'll subscribe. So next is a pandemic unemployment assistance program. Everything's still up in the air. They are going to extend it, but it is going to be on the lower end. If you recall my other video, it does state that they're probably going to have $100 a week, or it's going to be matching, or it's going to be reduced, but it will not be $600 a week additional. That is 100% confirmed. They're also proposing $1 trillion for state and local governments. I should say the Democrats have been. The Republicans basically don't want any additional funding for state and local governments because of the fact that a lot of the money is supposed to be used for rebuilding damage to those states. But a lot of the Republicans are upset because the Democratic-run cities had rioting, and they're asking for funding because of rioting, where the Republicans have stated, well, if you guys didn't allow this to happen, it would not have happened, so you need to deal with this yourself, not ask us federally for funding. So unemployment claims actually have gone up from 1.3 million to 1.4 million. Even though we're trying to get back to work and have a recovery, it's actually showing that, unfortunately, we are not recovering as quick as we should or wanted to. So this is the stimulus check update. If you have any questions or comments, comment below, hit the like button, subscribe, and have a great day. It's Friday, July 24th. It's Pete with the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com.